Hi everyone, it's Tabitha back again. Today we are going to work on the sunflower dishcloth, and I'm using cotton yarn this time because you're gonna wash it, you're gonna throw it in the dryer, so you want to have a fabric or yarn that is good for that. Acrylic yarns you could still wash and dry, but I mean I wouldn't for something like this. But clothing, yeah, you could, if you put it on a light setting in the dryer or let it air dry, you'll be fine. But we're using cotton today, and that's what the pattern calls for. So I have sugar and cream that I got from Michael's. And let's see, what color is this? Warm brown. And the other is called yellow. So we need a 5mm hook. I have 2 of them here just in case I get tired of using one, because sometimes I like to switch up. But you only really need one. And that is about it. So we learned all the stitches that are necessary to complete this pattern, so we can get started. Just once you get your yarn. Oh, and I want to make it clear that you don't have to use this yarn if you don't want to. You can use acrylic yarn or whatever you have. You don't have to go buy anything if you don't want to, or if you feel like it's too costly to go do that. Whatever floats your boat. You can have whatever color sunflower you want. It's your world. Alright, so we're going to start with, for me, brown, because we're doing the part of the sunflower where the seeds are. So make your slip knot. Once you make your slip knot, you want to chain 8. And then we want to, after you create your 8 chains, you want to create a circle, and you're going to slip stitch. I don't know if we went over the slip stitch or not, but I'm going to show you right now. So you want to go through, let's see, I don't think this is bright enough. Hold on one second. Get my lighting together so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, so after you chain 8, you want to create a circle using the slip stitch. So we're going to go into the first chain that we created, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through both of those loops on your hook, chain 1. So that creates a circle. That chain 1 always locks your slip stitch in so that it doesn't come out. All right, and then we want to chain 3 total. So we already did 1, 2, 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. They do 3 chains for a double crochet. I usually only do 2, but I mean, it's preference. All right, so now we're going to double crochet in the same stitch, which is yarn over, go through your stitch, pull up. You have 3 loops on your hook, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. That's a double crochet. All right, and then we want to do 2 double crochets in the next chain, and each chain around. So at this point, this is your chain, the circle that you created. So we want to create 2 double crochets in each chain until you end your round. I actually think this should have been a magic ring instead of slip stitching. That way we can get rid of this hole, but we're following a pattern. See how it turns out. All right, so once you get to the end of your round, make sure you get your last 2 stitches in the last stitch. You want to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So right up here is usually where I slip stitch when I have double crochets. Pull all the way through, chain 1 to lock it in, and then for the next row what we're going to do we actually need stitch marker. So I'm going to use my little yarn stitch markers. And I'm going to put that on the opposite side, so it doesn't get in the way. Just in case I have trouble seeing where we started. That's what the stitch markers for, or if you need to increase your stitches so you make your project wider or longer. You would use a stitch marker to do that, or even if you're doing decreases, if you need to make your project smaller. All right. All right, so round 2, chain 3. We already chained 1, 2, 3. And then double crochet in the same stitch as the joining. So in this stitch right here, double crochet. And then 2 double crochets in the next double crochet, and then each double crochet around. So we're going to do the same thing we just did in round 1. Why did I only say 1? Okay, because this makes up 2. All right. So we're going to do the exact same thing for round 2. Two double crochets in each stitch. I think I'm going to switch my stitch marker to the front, because that banging is going to get on my nerves, child. Hopefully you guys are comfortable with the stitches so far. Double crochet should be like super easy. I do not like this hole in the center. All right, don't forget to crochet into this last stitch. If not, you'll have a big old gap right there. We don't want that. All right, so now we need to slip stitch. Chain 1. And that is the end of round 2. Go ahead and get my yarn together. All right, so for round 3, I think there's only 4 rounds of the centerpiece. Yep, there's only 4 rounds. So we'll be done with this quick. I was thinking that we might have to continue next week, but this should go pretty fast. All right, so for round 3, you want to chain 3. So we already did 1, add 2 more. This is our first double crochet. So you're going to double crochet into that first stitch again. And we're going to do the exact same thing that we did for round 1 and 2 again for round 3. So 2 double crochets in each stitch around. I'm actually going to get rid of this stitch marker because I don't need it. But just in case you don't know where to begin, that's what stitch markers are for. And if you don't have a stitch marker, you can use a piece of yarn. Just cut a piece of yarn and tie it around a post, just so you know where you started. It's that simple. You don't have to go out and buy anything. Just use what you have to get what you want, girl. We'll redo this part. I don't like how that's loose right here. That's the only thing working with cotton yarn. It tends to be a little stringy. separates. Oops, unlike acrylic yarn. Some acrylic yarns do that, like the pink one I was using last week. I guess if they're a little bit older, they can separate like that, or if they didn't wind them too tight. slip stitch at the end, chain 1, round 4, the same exact thing. Chain 3, 2, 3, double crochet in your first stitch, and then 2 double crochets in every stitch thereafter until you finish the round. And this is our last row of brown, or whatever your first color is that you're using. Color A. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this round and come back. All right, so we are back. I finished the round. So basically why it's ruffly is because whenever you enter 2 stitches into stitches into 1 stitch, it creates an increase, so it creates more fabric, so it kind of like widens it and expands the width. So whenever you increase, you'll get those ruffles. But it's a dishcloth, you don't want it to be, you know, all tight and, you know, yeah, you don't want that. You want to be able to fit it in your pan, your cups. You want to be able to have quite a bit of material to wash with. All right, so what we're going to do, is cut this now. So after you chain your 1, don't chain 3. We're done with brown or color A at the moment. So if you see how this is slipping through, the yarn is slipping through that loop right there, I always cut on that side and then pull it out. That way it kind of forms a mini, like, it's not really a knot. You can see like the U shape and then the yarn coming through there, but it keeps it from coming out. So we'll figure out how we're going to lock that in so it doesn't come out later. All right, so now we're going to move to the petals, and we're going to use, I'm going to use yellow. So for you, if you're not using brown and yellow, use whatever color B would be for you, whichever color you didn't use already. Or you can make it the same color. You don't have to switch colors if you don't want to. Or if you don't have another color, you can use the same color. It'll just come out the same. It just won't have the same look as ours does. Alright, so round one of the petals, it says with the right side facing, join yellow with the slip stitch in any double crochet. So this is what people tend to do. Basically, when it says join yellow with the slip stitch in any double crochet, basically what folks do is push their hook through a stitch, and then you want to catch the yellow on your hook. If I can get it through there. And you want to pull that through. Usually they hold those two together and then begin their chaining. And then you would chain 3. So, me, I'm a little different because I don't want to weave. You'll end up having to weave these ends in, and I don't like to do that because I don't want it to come out later. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a knot. That's what I'm going to do. This is what I tend to always do whenever I switch colors, so that it's a little more difficult for it to come out in the wash, and then you don't have to go back and fix it later if it detangles or anything. So I go ahead and hit that knot right there. Should have made it a little closer, but I didn't get it close enough, but I will. So go ahead, chain your 3, 1, 2, 3. So you'll have 4 there because we joined the color there. I don't normally count that as a 1 chain, but some patterns do, some artists do, but I'm not doing that. So now we need to treble crochet in the same stitch. And if you remember what a treble crochet is you yarn over 3 times. Hold on, is it 2 or 3? Girl, we done did too many trebles. Triple treble, treble this, treble that, double treble, half double crochet. Wait a minute. Yarn over twice is a double crochet. I mean treble crochet. Because we're going to do 3. I think that's the double treble crochet. But whenever we get to that, yarn over twice. And in the same stitch, create your treble crochet. Yarn over. Go through the first 2 loops. Yarn over. Go through the second 2 loops. Yarn over through the last loop. And what we're going to do next is the half double treble crochet. Next, in the next stitch. So this is where we yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. In the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over through the third, hold up, through the last 3. So I'm going to do that again. Yarn over 3 times, go through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, second 2, third, oh shoot, I did it again. Yarn over and then pull through all 3 loops. So that's your half double treble. Remember, like a half double crochet, you yarn over, go through the stitch, and then pull through all 3 loops on the hook. That's why it's called a half double treble crochet. And then after that, in the next double crochet, we're going to do a triple treble crochet, then a picot, and then another triple treble crochet. So a triple treble crochet, yarn over 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go through the stitch, the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over, go through the third set, yarn over, go through the 4th set, yarn over, go through the 5th set, and then we are going to picot, which is chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, slip stitch right there, pull all the way through, and then we are going to do another triple treble crochet into the next double crochet. 3, 4, so we're going to go in the next stitch. One second, we're going into the, is it the same? Hold on one second. So this is all in one stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to go right back into the same stitch we just did our triple treble in. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through again, yarn over, pull through again, yarn over, pull through again, and then yarn over to end it. And then in the next double crochet, we are going to double treble crochet and then half double treble into the same stitch. So double treble crochet is yarn over 3 times, go into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through the second set, yarn over, go through the third set, yarn over, go through the last set, then yarn over and do your half double treble crochet. So yarn over 3 times. We're going in the same stitch. And that's not right because it's a half double treble. Let's do that again. Yarn over and go through all 3 loops on the hook. Then in the next double crochet we are going to treble crochet and double crochet in the same stitch. So treble, yarn over twice, and a double crochet into the same stitch. Kind of creates that petal effect. And then what we're going to do is half double treble plus double treble in the next double crochet. So yarn over 3 times, 2, 3 for your half double treble. Remember how to do a half double treble because I keep forgetting, girl. And now we're going to go through all 3 loops on the hook. Hey, we got it. And then double treble, which is you yarn over 3 times, insert your hook into the same stitch, it's starting to come together already. It's so cute. I like it, I like it. All right, so next up in the next stitch, we're going to triple treble, picot, and then triple treble all in the same stitch like we did before. So we're just repeating, going over and over until we reach the end of the round. So triple treble, yarn over 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, go through the next stitch, you're going to yarn over and pull through 5 times, picot, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in the 3rd stitch from the hook you're going to slip stitch 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and then go back into your triple treble, yarn over 4 times, into the same stitch. All right, so now we are going to double treble and half double treble into the next double crochet. So double treble 3 times, you yarn over, insert in the next double crochet, and you're going to yarn over and pull through 4 times. 2, 3, 4, and then we need to do a half double treble, yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, 3, into the same stitch, and you need to do that, pull through twice, 1, 2, and then go through the last 3 loops. All right. The picots create the points. This is going to be cute when we're done. Now we're going to treble crochet into the next stitch. Treble crochet, you yarn over twice. And then we are going to double crochet into that same stitch. Just repeating what we did already. It's so cute already. Oh my gosh, I like it. I like it. Okay, and then we're just going to keep repeating from the double crochet, this point right here, the treble and the double. Then we're going to go back into the triple treble, the half double treble, plus the double treble in the next stitch, and then the triple treble, picot, triple treble, and you just keep repeating that until you get around to the end. So I'm going to do a couple more petals with you, and then I'm going to pause, finish my round, and then we'll round this up so that the video isn't super long. Double treble, not double crochet into the next stitch. Treble crochet into that same stitch. We're going back up again, we're ascending. All right, and then the half double treble, yarn over 3 times, go into the next stitch, pull through the last 3 loops on the hook, double treble, yarn over 3 times, go in that same stitch, and now we need to do our triple treble. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, you yarn over, go into your next stitch, Now we need to hit that picot. Yarn over, chain 3 chains, and then the third chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3. That's where you slip stitch to create our little points at the tip of our petals. All right, and then from there we need to double treble. We're descending now, so we're creating this part of the hook, the leaves. So double treble with a half double treble, yarn over 3 times, into the next stitch, half double treble in the same stitch, yarn over 3 times, and then pull through all 3 left on your hook. And then we're going to treble crochet with a double crochet in the next stitch. Yarn over twice, all right. So now we need to go back and start again to ascend, and what we did was a double crochet into a treble crochet, and they're both in the same stitch. Then we go to our half double treble and the double treble in the same stitch, and then we go to our triple treble, hit that picot, triple treble again, and then we double treble, half double treble, and then treble and double crochet. All right. Double crochet to the next stitch, treble, same stitch, half double treble, yarn over 3 times into the next stitch, and a double treble, yarn over 3 times, same stitch, now it's time to triple treble and hit that picot. Yarn over 4 times for the triple treble, picot, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hold it, 3, third chain from the hook, create your slip stitch. Triple treble. Yarn over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the same stitch. Double treble. 1, 2, 3 into the next stitch. And half double treble. Treble and double crochet the next stitch. Double crochet and treble, same stitch. Alright, so here's what it looks like so far. I'm going to go ahead and pause and finish this round. Come back and show you the finished product. And also, once you get to the end of the round, you want to slip stitch into your first double crochet, which is right here, and tie it off. But I'll come back and do that with you. Alright, and finish. We're back and we need to slip stitch you should finish on a double crochet, but you can, I guess you can we can just join it right there. Chain 1 to lock it in. Then cut. All right, so here is the back side. I'm gonna cut this because we already tied the knot there. And here you can weave that in. I really don't like to weave in loose ends because sometimes they come out, they don't stay. So I wouldn't mind here like tying a knot somewhere and then cutting. here. Like get it to the point where you can tie a knot somewhere and then cut it. All right, and there we go. We are finished. You can, if you want to flatten this out and see how it looks, you want it to be neat, like if you're not going to use it as a dish rag, you're just going to, I don't know, kind of make a doily out of it or something, or whatever the case may be. You can take an iron it and flatten it out. But for me, I'm just going to use it as a dish rag, and kind of doesn't make any sense to iron it if you're going to use it as a dish rag, because it's going to be wet anyway and it's going to be wrinkled again. So that is our project for this week. This was actually kind of fun making. I liked it. I like how it turned out. Looks like a sunflower. All is right in the world. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Next week, we'll come back with some more stitches. I think we'll start cluster stitches next week. Clusters, popcorns, and puffs. All right. Have a good week. Talk to you next week. Bye.